Shut up and sit down.
Namaskar, friends. I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And you know how much we love historical, epic movies. And you also know when we watched RRR at the theatres, Ellie loved Ram Charan's character who becomes Rama in that movie. And there is a movie coming out that looks right up our alley. This movie is called Adipurush, which translates to The First Man in English, and it's set 7,000 years ago, and it's based on the historical epic text Ramayana, which is one of the most important texts in Hinduism. And I guess I've said it before, but I love it, the fact that we learn a lot through this channel, through the Indian content that we're consuming, and through interactions with our viewers about Indian culture and Hinduism and food and travel and so many other things. So I love being on this journey of exploration and education. But with all of that said, we're going to dive into the trailer for Adipurush right now. It comes out on January 12th, 2023, which now that we're in October really doesn't seem that far away. So
not long.
Yeah, so we're going to go check out the trailer right now. If you want to see what we think about it, then stick around until the end. But for now,
let's go.
Let's do this. Oh my goodness.
धस जाए ये धरती या चटक जाए आकाश, न्याय के हाथों होकर रहेगा न्याय का सर्वनाश। आ रहा हूं न्याय के 2 पैरों से अन्याय के 10 सर कुचलने। आ रहा हूं अधर्म का विध्वंस करने।
My goodness, the trailer for Adipurush starring Prabhas and Saif Ali Khan, who we've just seen in Vikram Vedha. What a different role for him. But this trailer has drawn a lot of criticism for the use of CGI, for the type of visuals. But I guess, what did you think of the whole thing? My mind is kind of blown at this point.
I definitely did notice that it was very CGI heavy. It was difficult to see if there was... I don't know that there was very much practical there. It was hard to tell even if it was green screen and kind of wires and things like that. It seemed like it was very CGI heavy. But having said that, what I really liked about that, and I think a lot of things that are CGI heavy try to make it feel very realistic, and so it's jarring. Whereas with this, it gave it kind of an ethereal, dreamlike feel. And I feel like with this kind of a story that they're telling so far in the past, with kind of following the mythologies and things, that is going to be fairly dreamlike and about legends, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it actually reminded me, I grew up watching, there was a Chinese TV show, I think it was called Monkey, The Never-Ending Journey or something. And it was made in the 1970s, so the visual effects sucked. But as a kid watching it, and it was also set thousands of years ago, but as a kid watching it, it captured my imagination, and I loved that show, regardless of the fact that the special effects were absolute garbage. garbage. So not saying that this movie has garbage special effects, but honestly, to me as an individual, I don't care too much. And the funny thing is, when we watched RRR, I actually thought a lot of the animals in some of the scenes were real, and Ellie had to tell me those are CGI, you idiot. But again, I don't care too much. But I agree with you. I really liked the fact that it has this, I don't even know how you can describe it, but it has this kind of legendary visual quality to it where things do appear to be a little animated, but I don't know that that's a terrible thing. I think if they stick to that same visual style, and if you as a viewer, if your eye doesn't find it exhausting, I think there's a lot to love here. I mean, and so many, well, I guess what I loved actually was you had this blend of real creatures like gorillas, and then these kind of mythological creatures like the dragon type thing that he was riding on. And I'm just fascinated because, a lot of our sort of modern mythological animals stem from legends that go back thousands of years, and some of them stem from real creatures that lived thousands of years ago. So I'm fascinated to learn more about that as well. And yeah, I mean, to me, this looks pretty awesome. I could definitely understand why it's turned some people off. And I kind of feel like if you look at, say, like the Star Wars prequels, where almost everything was green screen, almost everything was CGI, and then you look at the newer Star Wars stuff where they're trying to blend physical, practical things and masks and even stop motion in with the CGI to give it some realism. So I wonder where this movie is going to fall on that spectrum between all CGI versus all physical props. I'm sure it's going to be closer to the CGI side, but
looks like it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a terrible thing, and CGI has come a long way. So I guess this is a teaser for the movie. We're hopefully going to see, I guess probably in another month or so, we're hopefully going to see a full trailer, and that should tell us much more about the story, the characters, and confirm to us how much of this is in a magical CGI world versus the physical world. But for now, that teaser was enough to whet my appetite and make me want to see more. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. It's really promising, especially with the dragon.
Yeah, and like when it's a story that is so important to Indian people. I guess I really, really hope that they're going to do it justice and treat this with the respect and the gravity that it deserves. So I guess we will find out very, very soon. Well, hey, thanks for watching our video. Thanks for recommending we check out this teaser. And we will be back very, very soon, friends, on the next Nerd Safari.
Peace out, nerds.
Shut up and sit down.